You get yours, I get mine.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Colts going up against the Titans.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Mariota on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run here. It's Murray. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. This is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They will run again with Coleman. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take...
And got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. 44 yards.
Here we go.
Coleman now. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
second down. Brissett on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here we go.
On third down, Brissett. A swing pass caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. It's Coleman here. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 39 that time. On first down, Murray. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
No other way to say it, but it was an off year for DeMarco Murray in Philadelphia, and Chip Kelly's offense didn't really seem to be a fit. But when he went to Tennessee playing for Mike Mularkey, boy, did he fit in a big way.
Finished 3rd in the NFL in rushing behind Ezekiel Elliott and a late-charging Jordan Howard. He was ahead of Howard much of the year.
I remember Coach Mularkey in preseason said, DeMarco Murray's my #1 back. He'll get plenty of carries here, and he did.
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. ground again with Henry. Stays on his feet. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Third and short yardage. Mariota. This will be caught at about the 6. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Now Mariota on fourth down. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They begin the drive with Coleman. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down throw for Brissett. Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. That was second down run for Murray. Nifty move. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They find some open field here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Coleman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Brissett to throw on 1st. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Tennessee after this.
Here we go. Ohio. Ohio. Let's round.
Play fake. Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, and it's 3rd and short.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Here we go. 1-9. Let's round. Let's round.
3rd and short yardage. Brissett. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Cameron Meredith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are in for 6. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd down, Mariota. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 32 that time. Now a give, left side. This is Murray. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
First down, Brissett. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Set on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Here we go.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Vinatieri's kick is good. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these 2 teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Colts on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Here we go! Flex round!
To throw is Brissett. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will get the football at their 20. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They go with Murray again. Oh, good footwork on the spin. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A handoff. It's Murray. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A first down carry for Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Mariota now from the 50. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On second down, here's Henry. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. The tight end changing his position. On third down, Mariota. Flushed out right. But he hits his man, Matthews. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And Suckup will put this one right through. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
This one taken from the 7. A beautiful fake. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also...
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Let's go! Ohio! 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 Let's go! Ohio!
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. They go play action with Brissett, eluding the pressure right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Following the interception here, Mariota escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. the shotgun. It's Mariota. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing fourth quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Space to maneuver at the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On the bootleg, it's Brissett. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Here we go.
Here's Coleman. And an alley to run. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. This is Coleman. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This will be fielded at the 8. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throw left side complete. That's Murray. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Fresh set of downs here. Mariota now. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
It doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Rolling to his right. Open space. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But that's it. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That good for 19 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5.
How about the run out of Vinatieri? Had 2015, 25 straight to close it out. 2016, 19 more to set the all-time record of 44 straight field goals. He's been doing it for a long time. Could he be a first-ballot Hall of Famer?
Well, let me ask you, do you think so?
It would tell me that the game has evolved the way people think, and I think he deserves it.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have time here, partner, for just 1 final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Indianapolis, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.